What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm trying this for the first time, new kind of recording situation set up. I wanted to do more reactions for music. I haven't been able to do that in a while. So this is kind of my way of doing it for now. It's not the best quality, I understand that, but it's what I've got to work with. So that being said, I'm a metalhead at heart. Now, some of you may have watched some of my other videos, and I have recently come back to Christianity in the last several months and trying to live a different life. I'm also a firm believer that you don't necessarily have to change what you listen to as far as musical style. You just have to clean it up. That being said, I love Killswitch Engage because they're a band that is very hardcore. I love the metalcore sound. I love the combination of the screaming and growling and the melodic, like singing choruses usually. Something a little bit more listenable. And it gives a nice little up and down flow. I also love Killswitch Engage because it's one of those bands that's super heavy, but not negative on everything. And there's so many metal bands that, for some reason they just feel they have to hit everything in a negative connotation. And these guys can be very uplifting at times. Some of the messages in their songs are very good. And they tackle real issues head on. Something I really respect about them. They talk about mental health and dealing with loss. And, I love their song Hate by Design, which kind of speaks for itself. And so these are the things that I kind of connect with. Not just the themes, but the sound. And so Killswitch Engage has always been in my top 3 favorite bands. And I think overall, if I look throughout my history of my life, they'd probably be number 1. Because they resonate with me. Having said that, I've missed a lot of time. There's a lot of bands and movies and media that I've just missed out on, and I want to come back and I want to check out. So this is called Forever Aligned. Clearly, I don't know anything about the song. I do know a lot about the band, though. So I wanted to jump into this, my first song back, get into some bands that I really love. I'm going to hit some Trivium. I'm going to hit some Ginger, probably hit some Baby Metal, and keep it moving. So ladies and gentlemen, that all being said, let's get into this. Snare. Right into it. Okay, so right off the bat, Jesse Leach, he is incredible as a singer. And I'm talking about like actually singing. But here, obviously, he got a great scream. He got that really deep growl. These are things that I just love in metal. So this is actually kind of a unique start for one of their songs, a little bit more intense. And it's funny because it seems like as they progress, as they age, their sound only gets harder and harder. It's kind of interesting. So I love that transition, and that's exactly what I was talking about. They're going from the screams, the growls, all the really heaviness, to this really cool, really flowing melodic chorus, which is actually kind of catchy. And they're very good at making those transitions, and there you get some of Jesse Leach's actual vocals. Greatness. And at the end, I don't know if you noticed, but that was Adam, their guitarist, who made that last scream. Adam, he does a lot of the backup screams and growls. He's also a character. He's hilarious. I've seen them twice live, and he is greatness. Case in point, and if you, I hate to stop this so many times, but if you look at the lyrics, I'm actually really glad they're putting the lyrics on the screen because he growls like super heavy. They're actually really uplifting lyrics, and it's what I've been talking about. Like he's talking about, being at one with your spirit, kind of finding your peace, being aligned with your spirit, whatever that is for you. Obviously for me, it's God. But I think this is a really cool first song back for me because it is super heavy. It is in your face. It is cutthroat. And it still says something really good. I like the tom work there. Some nice little guitar work there too. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I didn't really expect them to have such a spiritual aspect to the lyrics in this song, which I don't really get that a lot from them. With everything that I've gone through, the changes that I've talked about, it's just really, it's nice to see that there's still a band out there that is willing to put themselves out in ways that may not be popular and mainstream, but they're using their medium to send out like a really good message to people. And I don't know what his religious affiliations, if he has any, are, Jesse Leach. I have no idea, but I mean that really comes across right with what I would be saying. It's very cool. The song itself comes out very hard, very heavy. I actually wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of just that snare hitting at first. Once the song kicked in, kind of grabs you. Once the chorus kicks in, now you've got a vibe. I thought the chorus was really, really good, really catchy, and that really caught me till the end of the song. So that's kind of where I was at with it. When it comes to Killswitch, I'm used to songs like I said, Hate by Design, My Curse, This Fire, all of that. And so, this is a little bit harder, a little bit more straight up in your face. Still very good. And like I said, once I got to the chorus part, I was held on for the rest of the song. Probably give it another couple listens, but I really liked it. I really did. This is definitely something I would put on a playlist, I'm quite sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's just kind of where I'm at with it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackwitz. Kaged Nation out.